Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. Y'all know I had to really just control myself because I wanted to come on live, okay? I was late getting all over to Arkansas yesterday on my case because I was on live. I had to contain myself because I'm getting too addicted to being on live with y'all, right? Especially since all of this stuff is coming out, right? I'm gonna mess around and lose some of my jobs dealing with y'all. But I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App or via Super Sticker. Okay. I contain myself because I was getting ready to come on do morning coffee so we could gossip. But we got book club and members tonight. If you have not gotten your membership, make sure y'all get your membership. I'm so excited, you guys, about us starting our book club. Oh my God. I am so excited. I have a name for the book club. I just have not said it yet. But you guys will know, and just all of the stuff that I got written down as the club starts to grow, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because it is co-op. Um, it's going to be so awesome. But I think the ladies are going to enjoy it because I'm such a nerd. I just love putting stuff together, and this is like right down my alley. I just got so much stuff planned. God had put into my spirit a tour. Okay, and I'm not an author or anything. People have told me to write a book because Lord knows I got some stories, and I don't want to be act like I've, just had this hard life because I didn't. I grew up in the hood, but I've never really struggled, right? I think I've had, because I had a really, really good support system. But I have had things to happen in my life because of me. Everything bad that I went through, it has been because of bad decisions. I guess I could write a book about that because I made some bad decisions. Every pain that I've had, it has been because of bad decisions and jealousy. I'll say that of other people, right? Jealousy you can't escape. That doesn't have anything to do with you. It's got everything to do with that person's emotions. But I guess the thing about it is holding in. When you winning, you don't supposed to let nobody know. That's law. Okay, that's what I'm learning. And you want to be happy because I feel like it's a way of encouraging people, right? It's not being braggadocious oftentimes because I'm not a braggadocious person. It's like, God did this for me, God will do it for you. Because see, I'm always happy when something good happens for somebody else. But what I've had to understand, even in my 40s, and I'm just getting it, is that people are not me. And that's what a lot of people forget. Just because you wouldn't do it don't mean other people wouldn't do it. So, but I got a lot of stuff planned for the book club. I think it's going to be very educational. It's going to help a whole lot of people because I don't want to do anything unless it's helping people. And I just think it's going to show a real big sisterhood and I guess brotherhood too, right? Because it's some men in the book club that's participating. So that makes me happy. I love it when men participate in educational stuff. It just turns me on, okay? Okay, but anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about Young Dolph's case is getting down to the bottom line, okay? Of course, we know in the wake of what happened with Jamarcus and Jamarcus, doing the right thing. And my mother and I, when I got offline last night, I called my mom, and my mother was saying that she had been looking at it on the news, right? My mama said she done just go ahead and stop tuning in to my show. She said, I didn't raise you to cuss like that. You always been bad. I said, I said, you always trying to say my sister better than me, act better than me. She said, she do. You always been bad. Hell. But she said, so I just tunes on into the news because I don't know if you're going to have a potty mouth and I don't want to have to rebuke you. So, but she was talking about Jamarcus and she said, but she don't mean that when she said, she mean I always talk back and stuff. I got whoopings. I ain't never seen my sister get a whooping. I got whoopings because I talk back, right? And And so, anyways, she was saying that she was looking at Jamarcus, um, get Jamarcus on the stand, and she said, I was looking at him and I think the young man is doing the right thing, like we all said. She said, but I sure did go into the spiritual realm and ask God to protect him. She said, as we were saying, you have to pay for the wrong that you do, but it seems like he was pulled in after the fact, being loyal to his brother. And I have to say, if it's my sister, and you don't ever know, depending on how close you is to your family member, if they say, I'm on the run, and I don't want my probation officer to know I'm at the state. Can you do this for me? You might do it. Now, I ain't get ready to go commit no murders or nothing. I ain't get ready to help my sister, nobody hide no bodies. I ain't gonna do that. But as far as if they say I'm at the state, my probation officer help me to trick my probation officer, we might do that. Right? You never know. You never know what you might do, as if you think it's minor, right? So, not to minimize what Jamarcus did, but the mere fact that he is trying to correct it, he was not the shooter. The prosecutor has said he did not plan anything. He did not conspire. And I'm looking for those conspiracy charges to be dropped, because I don't know if people paid attention. I was, when Judge Coffey was saying, okay, young man, it would be good if you go and get um further your education, get a job. And see, he's supposed to be back in court to be sentenced in August. So I was like, well, it's June, you know, uh okay, it's June. So he wanted to get a job and go to school, and he's supposed to be sentenced in 2 months. So that didn't sound right to me. I don't know if anybody else caught on to that. I was talking about that last night. And so it just make me think, because Paul Hagerman, he really puts a lot of emphasis on Jamarcus only came in after the fact. Even though he's got those conspiracy charges, I think that was to let him know, we ain't playing with you. We'll take you to trial. Even if we lose, we're gonna put you through hell, and you might lose. Okay. Um, but he put a lot of emphasis on Jamarcus came in after the fact, and he did not conspire. So I'm looking for those charges to probably dissipate after he testifies and things of that nature. I just don't see him going to trial on those charges, when if you listening to the district attorney say that he came in after the fact. That's all he did, was help act after the fact. I don't know if people are paying attention to that. um, but I could tell that he was nervous. Nobody, but I'm glad that he threw himself a life jacket, especially since his part in it was so minimum, right? His part in it was so minimum. Even I think he should apologize to Young Dolph's family, Young Dolph's children, and the best thing that he could do is try and um better his life on the outside. Leave Memphis. Go up under the radar. Make sure he don't let these dudes kill him. It wouldn't do him no good to kill him, because he's on record. Now it's gonna be another murder investigation. And these dudes are still out here trying to pull all these young dudes in. And they're doing it on purpose, signing little dudes, trying to make them loyal to them so that they can go to jail for the rest of their life like them. That's exactly what they're doing. And I hope these little dudes don't fall for that, because I see what some of these rappers are doing. Okay, that's exactly what they're doing. But listening to Jamarcus, um, his dictation, I'm talking about his pronunciations and things of that nature. He said he got to the 12th grade. All he got to do was finish. Okay, that's all he got to do is finish. Um, and go on, and even with that felony, he could still go to school, and that should push to be an entrepreneur or start a nonprofit organization to try and mentor other children, because this what happened, him following and being loyal to his brother. um um this is what happens when people pull you into stuff. Now he might he might have to go do 12 years. That's what he might be looking at, that being a accessory after the fact, right? But I don't for some reason I don't see it. I believe Jamarcus might get time served or something like that. But you know, my mom said when she was looking at his face and things of that nature, and we was dropping his head, you could tell, that he hated to do that. But it comes down to, do I go and take a chance on doing 40 years? Because they're gonna stick me with that conspiracy charge and probably gonna win. Okay. Or do I throw myself a life jacket? Had it been me and I pulled one of my siblings into something, I wouldn't even be mad, because as a matter of fact, I would have said from day one, my sibling ain't had nothing to do with it. Let them go. But see, I'm a different breed. Okay. I don't feel like, well, uh, you helped it, did me, but we all rock together. If I do 50, you do 50. A lot of people, because their lives are ruined, they want other people's lives to be ruined. Ain't nowhere in hell I wouldn't even do it with a friend. Okay, number one, I be hollering on every rooftop. Look here, little sis, do what you got to do. I pulled you in this. Do what you got to do. I understand. I love you. The only thing I'm gonna ask you to do is keep your head on swivel, and I'm gonna fight this. Okay. Even though I was wrong, I know I did it. I'm wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and fight it, but I don't want you to ruin your life, because I pulled you in this. That's what a real one do, right? But people ain't real no more. They want your life to be ruined too with theirs. That's the mentality of people now. They'll pull you into stuff and then say, when you say, wait a minute, I shouldn't have to do 40 years, dog. I was helping you. I wouldn't didn't have no part in conspiring. I ain't had no part in doing the hit. Yeah, but we all got to be down. That's how sick a lot of folks is now, right? But I'm so happy that he threw himself a life jacket, which he should have, because he might have children. He definitely got family. And his family, okay, I'm sure it was in his ear. You have to be a damn fool to take a chance on going to trial in Judge Coffey's room, right? That's you really playing Russian roulette. You can't win. That's the reason why straight dropped the attorney trying to get him up out of there. Jamarcus, a few days ago, it looks like he had changed his mind, and that's the reason why they put those conspiracy charges on him. I mean, those accessory after the fact charges. And he was supposed to come back to court on Friday to probably get his court date, and because he pleaded guilty, remember, not guilty, remember. Um, and so, hey, I'm glad that we weren't expecting that. That was really such a bombshell yesterday. But in the midst of all of that, some more names and stuff came up, and somebody named Unc came up. Now, y'all saw in my chat yesterday that people immediately started saying who they thought that Unc was. Okay. Some people were saying that we know that they call OGs Unc. Okay, but rest in peace, Young Doll immediately dropped the name of who he said that Unc was, and he said that he said his name, and he put his name in the chat immediately. Okay, and he said that he was affiliated with Brick Gang yesterday. Okay. And he sent me his picture. Of course, I didn't put his picture up yesterday because I just didn't. I didn't put his picture up. And because I was also and then somebody else had sent me a picture. Now they were saying that Unc was affiliated with Brett Gang. Now rest in peace, Young Dolph is in Castelia, so he's normally always on point. But there was somebody else that sent me a message that was saying that Little Migos manager, they call him Big Unc. But somebody else said that he's really not on that, like stuff like that. So I don't know. Some people were saying they think that Big Jook is Unc. People was putting different things in the chat, but rest in peace, Young Dog said that he sent me a picture of the Unc he was talking about, and he's Brett Gang. He put that in the chat immediately because everybody started asking him, who is that? They had never heard of him. And so he sent me the picture, and it said, well, I put the picture up yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna wait on that. You know what I mean? Because it's more than likely going to come out, because he immediately started saying that the young man started deleting stuff on his page, right? So because he was watching. So I don't know. It was several names came up, but hey, I don't know. You know, I have to let the investigators do their job. Whoever it is, I'm 110% sure that the investigators know who Unc is. I just know they ain't talking about pre-Unc, okay? Because some people were saying that. I absolutely not, okay? But it's getting down to the bottom line, because so then street politics came into the chat and was like, it's getting down to, hey, um allegedly, somebody in Big Jug's family said that, the restaurant has not been receiving a lot of the business that it was, because of what is going on, and allegedly, his name has been implicated. That's allegedly, okay? Now that's what Street Politics said in the chat yesterday. His name has been implicated, and that, they've been consistently calling him down, consistently, regularly, consistently, but they've been letting him go. But his name was just implicated recently, allegedly, in a statement, like hardcore, firm. Okay. So I don't know. We're gonna see, but it's getting down to the bottom line. And I noticed that Mia J has not been on her live since, since she said one by one, God is gonna get them. I noticed, if you all paid attention, Paul Hagerman, when they asked him about the money, the payments, where did the payments come from? Why why did the person, whoever sent the payments, why did they do it? I noticed he hesitated and he looked up and he said, you know what, I don't even know if we implicated that in our indictment. That let me know, because y'all know the feds have federal prosecutors also, right? That lets me know that the feds is knee deep in this. We already knew that, but at that point I knew 100% that the federal prosecutors is working on this, and the feds is in this, and it's going to be some federal indictments going to come down pretty soon. But we have been on indictment watch anyways, right? But it's going to be some federal indictments, because number one, like he said, Straight Drop went on the run, right? So he traveled from state line, different states. He was going to pick up payments. I'm hearing from a couple different states. So, that automatically would usher the feds in anyways. But, why was his money in different states? I don't know. But you know what? Over 200,000 pages. Hey, them feds and them officers been on their job. And so I'm just sitting back watching. I'm just sitting back watching to see what's going to go down. But it's amazing to me how they're consistently. I'm gonna say something to these little young rappers: don't let nobody sign you and then pull you into no mess. You can't win. If these folks think that they're going to be out here committing hits and they're not being watched, because the rappers that are being watched from any camp, okay, when they go and sign these little dudes and pull them in to be their hitter, now they are automatically up under the radar. Okay. So maybe you ain't went out there and hit nobody, but you might be serving a little something. You up under the radar. You guilty by affiliation. Oh damn. Now they digging into you and they seeing what kind of dirt you doing. Right? They signing you so you can be a hit man. That's it. And you ain't gonna get away with it. So, I hope them little dudes that they say little Migos is signing, I hope they stand down, because they're not going to be able to win against the federal government. Don't let people use you to pull you into their mess, okay? And then when all of this is over, you do the dirt. They're going to pull away from you anyways. They're not really signing you for the right reason, okay? Um, um, yeah, but I have been said, and I be, anyways. It's getting down to the bottom line. Okay. It is getting down to the bottom line. And it goes back to somebody came into my chat and said that they didn't think that Black youngster was involved because he makes it so obvious. And anybody that makes it obvious, they feel like it's smoke and mirrors. I don't know. We'll see. One thing we do know is that the feds and the prosecutors know. Them federal prosecutors, okay, and them state prosecutors are working together, and Shelby County prosecutors are working together. That's the reason it's all coming together. When I was told last year that the FBI was involved, and not just the branch of Memphis. They told me that they come from near and far, and I knew then. I was like, damn, this stuff is real deep. And they're consistently pulling in these young dudes. Shoot. I mean, I just wouldn't want to, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't let them use me. Look at how they use Straight Drop, right? And Cornelius. But when they told me that the feds was coming in from near and far, like from out of town, and had infiltrated the Memphis scene, okay, I was like, as it relates to this young Douse situation, I was like, it's some heavy stuff going on. It's some organized situations going on, right? So I told y'all though, I said, y'all just wait it out. There's going to be justice in totality. I knew it. It's getting down to the bottom line. And remember, I said a prayer when I was online. I said, God, I said, let young Daw's father, okay, live to see it. God, give him strength. Okay. Give his mother and his father strength. Let them see justice for their son. Don't let this take them down, because see, when you're already sick, stress, seeing your child killed heinously like that, and then the stress of seeing so-called celebrities troll your baby that you gave birth to, you made, okay, that was only in Memphis to try to give back to the Memphis community like them niggas should have been doing also, okay. And to see that takes a toll on you. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. And it's getting down to the bottom line, whoever was involved. And it bothers me so bad to see and know that women can be so barbaric. Women are supposed to be nurturers. I don't care how mad you get. I would never wish death on somebody else's child, or participate in the death of somebody else's child that was not a threat to my person or my family. There's no way in hell I could do that. Okay. But God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. And it done got down to the bottom line. Okay. And hopefully when all of this stuff is these federal agents finish, then there could be a rainbow in the sky as it relates to Memphis, because I've been praying for the Memphis community. Okay. I've been getting on the prayer line. Okay. I've been going to Bible study, and we've been praying for the city of Memphis. And maybe when all of this demonic force, because see, they released a lot of evilness into the atmosphere when they did that to young Dolph. Yeah, we can kill somebody. We're going to exert fear, and we're going to troll it. These young dudes was watching that already don't have any guidance, and they thought that it was okay, and it's not, right? But once all of this, when they sweep the streets, and they might have to bring in, from what I'm saying, how deep it is, they might have to bring in the Federal Reserve when they start doing whatever it is that they're going to do to these young dudes. That's the reason why I say to these dudes that want to get into rap, stay independent. Don't let nobody pull you into their mess, because you can't win against the government. They trying to take you down with them. Okay? They never fooled with you before. Okay? Don't let nobody use you. Okay? Because young Dolph's case has gotten down to the bottom line, and it won't be long now. Okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a little cold. I sleep up under my ceiling fan. Okay? So if you hear me sniffing and I sound congested, it's because I am. All right? But y'all make sure y'all tune in to, I'm ready to set a I'm getting ready to set a schedule the members book club meeting tonight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I plan on doing some giveaways. I've reached out to some companies to sponsor some stuff so that I can do some giveaways in my book club. I'm so excited. Y'all don't know I am going all out. I'm over the top anyways. It's just that when I put something together, I be so happy, especially when I feel like it's going to be educational and fun because I love reading and stuff like that. I'm such a freaking nerd, a goof. I'm a goofball too. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can definitely support the channel via Cash App. I want you guys to know that I love you. Y'all been rocking out with me, messing with me the long way. Okay. And I mess with y'all the long way too. I always say my subscribers absolutely rock, and the new ones that come in fit right in with y'all. We all just gel together. Okay. I'll see you guys tonight. Talk to you later.